and it's been just a wonderful, wonderful feeling being with Philip and Cami. I mean, we are not just here just because we won the Dominican Republic trip, but being with him, listening to him, what we need to do. I know we got a lot of mistakes that we have done in the past, how we have to correct that, how we can share it to our team. God, believe me, we will be a change in vida when we come back there because we want to share to the team how we can really improve our business, how to get to the next level. And oh my God, I don't know, but I just don't even know what to tell you guys. I want to be there right there right away because I want to share this to the team and to you too. And God, I don't know if you've seen our pictures all over, where we were staying in. It's just beautiful sky and the swimming pool. Trying to learn how to swim. Michelle was just right there, just float, baby, just feel like you're dead. It's like, oh no, I can do that. Michelle said, no, trust yourself, overcome that fear. And I think I love that. I think we have to overcome our fear in order to get better. Like what Philip keeps saying, gooder. I mean, you name it, baby. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to come over there and share to everybody.
Well, you know what? Since you said that, I'm looking at three incredible pictures of you and Jose. It looks like you guys are having a lot of fun out there on the beach. But you worked really, really hard, and you brought something up saying that you can't wait to get back and share with your team, what it takes to build, what it takes to make this thing really, really take off, so that you can continue growing and not only you get a chance to participate in great opportunities like what you and Jose are experiencing right now, but so that your team will. So if you would, Nanette, share one nugget, if you would, picked up from your time so far.
Never stop learning. That's a nugget.
It's do not stop learning. Continue learning.
All right, I like it. I like it. Continue learning. Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you. Is Michelle there?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, girl, are you bored? What's going on? What's going on? Out of the ocean?
I'm just looking here at this clear, beautiful beach, and I feel like I connect to it because I'm clear now. At first, I had a lot of that sand going on in my beach, and now I'm clear, just as clear as this water, looking down to the white crystal sand. It has been an eye-opener for me because I know that this is something that I needed. My team needs it. And so I just want to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to help them get where they want to be, because if I help them get where they want to be, then I'll get where I want to be.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I can literally hear the ocean coming up.
Oh yeah, we're sitting right out front. Right out front.
You know what, Robert? I think we should keep them on the phone for 1 hour. I'm envious. I don't want them going back in the ocean.
I am too, man. I think we need to keep them out of the water. That way they can't go in there and do anything, man. I'm envious too. Shoot.
We got like an hour with these guys and an hour with the training going on. Listen, Robert,
neither one of you guys need a suntan, so we'll handle that for you.
Well, the best suntan you can get, Michelle, is the nuggets that you get, the gold nuggets. That's the suntan you guys are getting with being there with Philip Hudgens. I'm telling you, it's not just about being in the island of the DR, okay? It's being in a company of greatness. And I can tell you this, I've been around that environment myself with Philip and Michelle. Sunshine, the sand, all that adds to it, okay? But what's most important is everything in there. Prices.
There, Ralph.
Am I breaking up?
You are.
So, okay, am I still breaking up?
You sound perfectly clear now.
Okay. I don't start all over again. I'm on a roll. Okay. Am I still clear now? Am I okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's about spending quality time with the leaders and learning as much as you can. So when you do come back, like you said, Michelle, you can talk and Nanette, you can use that nugget, share the nugget with your teammates. Totally priceless. I mean, I'm so excited. Jose, tell us what's going on in your world there, Jose.
Jose. All right, Jose, you're up, buddy.
Okay.
There you go. Hey, Robert or Ralph, this is Jose. I know Nanette was saying a lot of things about the experience we're having here. But make no mistake, though, we did win this contest. But man, we realized after getting here how many mistakes we actually had basically done during the course of winning this. By the way, so what I'd like to share with the group is, man, you've got to be coachable, you've got to be trainable, and that's what we're doing here. And that's the beauty of being here. Basically, is we're being coached and we're being trained by Philip himself. Oh, by the way, he prepares the best pancake I've ever seen.
Is that a bone-in ribeye?
Well, we got bone-in ribeyes tonight, but he's referring to my pancakes we had every morning for breakfast. I've had to fix 2 plates full of pancakes. They've been eating them things like going out of style, man. So, among
I
other
can give you
things, becoming a chef.
good. Good. Guys, if there's any consolation, listen here real quick, okay? Listen here. You guys are relatively new in the business, okay? You're amongst the best. You started with the right organization, okay, to get involved in this fabulous industry. But I will share something with you real quick, okay? Many, many years ago, a couple just like you guys and had won a very similar competition in an organization I was part of, okay, which was part of my group. And that couple, okay, went on a vacation very similar to what you guys are on in an island, sandy beach, okay, and the turquoise water, and came back with nuggets galore. And I'm going to let you into a lot of secret, okay, folks, and folks on the phone, listen to this, okay, because this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, okay? You go away with the likes of Philip Hutchins and greatness like that. Is that the 3 folks, okay, that won this competition will come back just like the couple that's on the phone right now, Robert and Michelle Wallace. They won a similar competition many, many years ago. I took them to Jamaica. They came back and made over $1 million of foreign. And I can guarantee you, folks, okay, that would not have happened if it wasn't for the one-on-one time. So when you get a chance to be around the Tim Sparkmans of the world, the Bobby Whites of the world, and the Robert Wallace, Michelle, you take full advantage of it because it'll take you to another level. You can hear that in the excitement of the folks that just spoke. You can't deny that. That's what's going to happen. These guys are going to come back and their business will explode in a positive way. And Robert and Michelle, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. You know, Ralph, it's funny that you say that because I was thinking the exact same thing. I can remember us sitting down, drawing in the sand, diagramming, and really more so than that, kind of, I guess, forming our dreams, making our dreams, have some substance to them. And we did all of that, and it was amazing that that things just really kind of fell into place the way they did. It wasn't like it wasn't going to happen. It was absolutely going to happen. But for us, we had to see through your eyes, just like I'm sure right now, looking at the pictures that are coming through, I'm sure that Nanette and Jose and Michelle are all kind of trying to see the future through Philip's eyes. So it's incredible. All I can do is tell you guys, you're very blessed, and I know you worked very, very hard in order to earn your opportunity to be there with Philip and Cammie. Take it all in. Just really grab everything you can from those guys and take it all to heart, and make sure when you come back, hit the ground running, because the future is absolutely within your grasp. Even if you don't really understand it and see it, if you trust what Philip is sharing with you guys the way we trusted, the way what Ralph shared with Michelle and I years ago, you're in for one heck of a ride. That's all I can tell you. Simpson, you there?
I'm here, buddy. I'm excited for them. I can't wait till they get back. I know that later on this evening or early this evening in Dallas, we're having a potluck. Nanette and Jose and Michelle, you guys will be missed. but we will be, I believe, Tim is bringing some Filipino food in honor of Nanette and Jose. So we'll be thinking about it between bites. Folks, speaking of that potluck, it's not just about eating at 5 o'clock, okay? For those of you in the Dallas area or within a few miles or 100 miles of Dallas, come to our meeting today at 5 o'clock, okay? We're going to bond the way that the folks you see on the computer right now are bonding. Okay, we're going to bond between 5 and 6, okay? Then from 6 till 7, we're going to train. We're going to train and take you to another level. And then from 7 till 8, okay, we're going to talk about the opportunity within Vida. So make a note, be in the Dallas area, you got the address, it's 111 West Mockingbird Boulevard, Suite, Street, whatever it is, okay, on the seventh floor, and we'll be there to greet everybody this evening. So, folks, we don't take you away from the sunshine on the beach, and most importantly, from the quality time you're spending with our Hudgens. You guys go, continue doing what you're doing. We're proud of you. Congratulations. It's when there's a competition, folks, do what Nanette, do what Jose, and do what Michelle does, and go all in. Because I'm telling you, their life is about to be changed. Like this evening at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock in Dallas, lives will be changed because you'll be talking amongst people like ourselves that will take you to another level. Right, Michelle? Michelle? Robert?
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on
are you
one
there?
second. There you go. She's trying to get us.
I'm here. Hello.
There you go.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a bit echoey, but it's good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Well, I wanted to also again congratulate. You know, I think the points already brought out, which obviously there is be there. You know, be it what's going on. Some many times, you know, many years ago, saying the importance of just being where you need to be, being present. When there are contests, when there are things for you to be able to achieve, they're there and designed to help get us motivated. We all need a little bit of motivation, you know, from point to point and time to time, and to keep the drive and keep the excitement, keep the dream. And you know, Ralph, I think, said it very clearly, and Nanette as well, is seeing the vision and being able to start really verbalizing it and talking about it and knowing how you can incorporate so many other people around you to be part of it, because that's what makes something, you know, obviously much more substantial, is when you can affect more and more people. There's definitely no, you know, legacy going to be developed if there's no one coming behind you and with you, and that's so important. So being able to be there. So, you know, as simple as the weekly meetings might be, or the weekly calls here and there, it's so important that you create and develop to those meetings. Everyone, you know, we look to consolidate, and we've got the training, we've got the opportunity meetings, and you need to every week be building up to that meeting to make it the best meeting, to be part of it, to have production, to have achievement, to have goals, to have things to be able to grow and discuss, and that's how we get ourselves united and pulling together to make a difference, to be difference makers. So again, congratulations to you guys out there, and you know, and to every one of you who are not there but you're here, congratulations to you, because it's about being here. It's about being present into the vision and getting the vision any way you can get it, whether you're physically at the beach or I'm mentally sitting with them at the beach. I came outside so I can enjoy the sun with you. It's the same sun you're under, and it may not be the exact same spot, but I'm joining in with it and knowing that, you know what, we are going places. This is the next big thing, but you've got to be part of it, and you've got to decide how much of it you're going to be part of it. And so, again, congratulations.
You know,
Thank you, Michelle. Robert, okay, just real quick. Guys still on the phone? Michelle, are you still there? Michelle in the DR? Have they gone?
I think I think they're gone.
They're gone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Robert. I was going to ask you a question, but go ahead.
Well, shoot, we can channel them if you want, to ask a question. We can all play with it and have, kind of go there. But one of the things I was going to say is, folks, this call is about recruiting. It's about growing your business. And some of you are going, well, why are you guys talking about, them on the beach? Well, folks, that's what this is all about. It's about recruiting. Them being on the beach, yes. Personal production, yes. Some recruiting. But folks, in case you're missing it, or in case you missed it, Philip owns a beautiful, beautiful condominium complex, several units out there on that beach that that you're not going to be able to get that kind of access, if you will, as a personal producer. The only way you're going to be able to own a condominium complex on the beach in another country that people come and cook for you, so you don't have to cook for yourself, and you've got your own private beach access and your own private sand and your own private waves that are yours, is to grow a team, is to build it, because it's that team effort, that team, income, the team everything that it takes by being a business owner, not, where you're building your dream, not building someone else's dream, that gets you what Philip has. And that's why they're there. They're there to stretch their vision. They're there to stretch and open up their dream just a little bit more than what it is right now. I mean, would you agree, Ralph? Am I off base on that?
No, you absolutely smack on there, Robert. Smack on. And we are in the dream building business. We're in the people business, and it's a relationship business. And that's what's great about our business, is that it's not just another business. It's a people business. And if you love people, you can make a fortune. And you're gonna wake up in the morning enjoying what you're doing. You wake up dreading what you're doing, folks. You're not going to have fun doing this. If you're not going to have fun doing this, you're not going to make money doing this. If you're not going to make money doing this, you're going to be negative all your life, okay? We're building an environment of positive people that can make a tremendous amount of money and make a positive impact on their personal lives, their family lives, and their circle of influences. And speaking of circle of influences, we have, as you all know, a lead center, a lead system, okay, that you can all, if you wish, can be part of. You talk to your managers applying and get them to give you access if you qualify under their criteria. Now, not everybody qualifies under their criteria to get leads, and it's simply because you're not showing, things such as plugging in, you're not, talking, you're not getting your house in order. You've got to get all that, follow the 6 steps, okay, to get on to the next step, the ultimate step, which is the lead program that we have. And I wanted to talk to Michelle in DR, because I've never met, in the years I've been in this business, Robert and Michelle, anybody that can go out and generate leads on her own pen without buying leads that's in the system. I mean, she is relentless. She goes out knocking on doors. Whoops, there goes a roll. Buddy buds. I'm looking at somebody when I mentioned knocking on the door. Now, when I say knocking on the door, I don't mean it literally. Of course, you're going to end up doing that anyway, but it depends how desperate you are. You don't come to us saying, hey, folks, I'm short on this week, and can you give us a handout to our next department, okay? To go out to your next door neighbor and make sure that they are protected. And if they're not protected, then you take care of them. If they are protected, you go to the next door neighbor beyond them. And you talk to people. You just got to talk to a dozen people to make a decent living. And folks, you got to talk to a dozen fresh people to make a decent living way above the poverty line. And that's what Michelle does. That's why she's out there in the sunny DR having fun with the right people. So the lead system is there. I love and it does work. I mean, I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why. People are still working the 6 steps, and that's a good thing. But I know tonight in Dallas we're going to talk a lot about that, about working your warm market. Robert, I just came back from London. I was there for almost a couple of weeks, and and there for the anniversary of my mother's passing a year ago. And I went to the graveside, and it's amazing. I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but I'm getting to a point here. And as I'm walking around, okay, we had an entire family there, and we did a little prayer, and I'm looking at all these gravestones. I'm talking about folks I grew up with in the neighborhood, Robert, okay, folks that have passed on prematurely, folks that's passed on, during the average lifespan of 78 years, et cetera, et cetera. And boy, and I couldn't help but reflect back on the business that we're in, okay, and how important it is to make sure that we give everybody we get in front of the opportunity of protecting. I know we've got that noise in the background, the kitchen or whatever it is, a bit noisy. Just mute that out, please. Okay. The opportunity of not begging their friends and family to bury their loved ones. And I'm saying this because I was saying to my brother, okay, well, oh my gosh, I didn't know this person passed away. Oh my God, I didn't know that person passed away either. And you go, oh yeah, man, they had a real sad funeral, and they had no insurance. We all had chip around in the neighborhood. And he said that on numerous occasions, and that reminds me of the so-called GoFundMe policies that's out there that seems to be replacing insurance. Don't bury your folks, don't bury your loved ones, okay, your friends through the GoFundMe system, okay? What you do as an insurance agent, you take it upon yourself and you go out there and you almost literally shove it down their throat and make sure that they are paying the right premium to make sure their family is protected in the event of untimely death, because that's one thing that's going to happen, and we are going to end up expiring sooner or later. Have we expired?
No, you're there. No, you're still on Earth, buddy. You're still alive. Rafi, that what you just said is very, very true, and we see it all too often. I think that people have to remember not to be what we always used to call a secret agent. You're not James Bond. You're not hiding what you do. Be proud of what you do. Make sure you let everybody know what you do. Let your clients know, obviously, what you do in completely, every aspect of it. Let them know that you're a business owner. You're not just a mortgage protection agent, or you're not just a life insurance agent. True enough, you are, but you're an agency manager or an agency leader. You're in training to have your own agency, and you're looking for great people, full-time and part-time, in order to be able to, help you reach more people, and talk to them about, the kind of money they can make. But I think it's very important that you realize that, recruiting starts with production. Production starts with recruiting. They go hand in hand. You can't take one without the other, and you've got to really, really be present in your business at all times. You've got to recruit, you've got to produce, you've got to recruit. It's not a sometime thing. Recruiting and producing, neither of which are something you schedule. They're not something that is regimented. It's not just 8 to 5. It's not just Monday through Friday. If you're in this business to win it, and maybe you're just getting started and you're not 100% sure that you're ready to build a team, you still should be recruiting and building and growing and letting people know what you do, because the reality is even though you may not be ready, someone may be ready. There may be someone out there, like Ralph was talking about, in the cemetery, friends, family, people that need to be protected, but maybe they just truly, truly don't have enough money to do it. But if you recruited them and showed them how they can write one policy a month and make themselves an extra $500 to maybe $1,000 a month doing that, 2 to 3, 4 hours a month, they make more than enough money to pay the premium on their life insurance. They make more than enough money to protect their lives, to make more than enough money to go do all the things that they need to do. Philip talks all the time about needing that the average American family can avoid foreclosure just by having an additional $500 in income. So, don't hurt your family, your friends, your neighbors, and even your clients by not talking to them about everything that you offer, because it's important. And again, recruiting and production is an all-the-time thing, not a sometime thing. If you're in this business, be proud to be in this business. Be proud to let people know that you sell life insurance, because, the reality is the vast majority of the people that you come in contact out there with don't have it. I mean, they just don't have it. And like Ralph said, and you guys, feel free to jump in, you and Michelle, Ralph, but the vast majority of the people, if you go on Facebook on any given day and look, somebody's got a GoFundMe page trying to bury a relative. you know, and that's unfortunate, because now the 30, 40, $50 a month, $100 a month that people are contributing, you know, to help them out, you know, could have gone very easily to a policy, you know, that family member could have purchased, or that somebody could have purchased on that family member. You know, to me, if they care enough to post a GoFundMe page trying to bury them, then they care enough to possibly even buy the policy for them while they're alive, you know, and that's the time to get to them.
Absolutely, Robert. You're absolutely right. You know, and you know, I know there's a lot of people on this call right now, and a lot of people are reacting to the email that went out and said, okay, guys, okay, I need to make $50,000 by the end of the year. How do I do that? Okay, one of the things that I guess it was Nanette that she threw the word nugget. Okay, and she said one of the nugget. Naturally, it was Jose that said, never stop learning, never stop learning. So, you know, we have calls pretty much every day. Your team leaders have calls pretty much every day. We have meetings across the country pretty much every day. Okay, so do you? What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Answer that question. What are you doing? Not you, Robert, but people, you know, everybody on this call. Just okay. What do you do this morning? When you woke up this morning, what did you do? Brush your teeth, had a shower. Yeah, you did all that natural stuff. Okay, then what? Some of you went to a regular job. Then what? How about those of you that are working this full time? Okay, what happened between 7 o'clock in the morning and now? We figured, okay, Thursday we got the call. Let me psych myself up to listen to the call and how I can make an extra $50,000 by the end of the year. Or did you apply one of the many nuggets that's been taught to you over the last few months, last few weeks, last few hours? How often do you communicate with your managers? Or do you just have a B session with your managers? Do you humble yourself and say to your manager, Robert, I am struggling in this particular area. I need to meet you right now. And the call's at 11:30 at night, and Robert will, being the leader that he is, and say, great, where are you? I'm 50 miles away. Can you meet me at so-and-so stop at 12:15? Commitment. But I know that building the empire that we're building, that's the sort of commitment we're looking for in individuals. That's what's going to make this company the best IMO in the country. Okay, by being told insanely, you know, Michelle is one of the best when it comes to training, in my opinion. I send an email or text or reached out and said to your manager, by the way, can you ask Michelle to do a call for me? Can you ask Michelle or Robert to talk to my new recruit? Or I've been on 15 appointments and I've had 15 doors slammed on me. What am I doing wrong? Think about it. How bad do you want it? How would you respond to that, Michelle?
Well, I think definitely, you know, we all have those times where it's just not going right, and we have to go back and evaluate, you know, are we connecting? Are we developing the relationship? Are we finding out what's important to that person? You know, we talk about it being training, but it's actually just being in touch with our relationship skills and actually finding out what's important to that other person, what they really want. You don't have to sell anything when you're giving someone what it is that they want and need and know is going to satisfy, you know, where the void is, no matter what it is, financially, socially, whatever the issue may be. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, because everyone wants to say, oh, I need to know the products more. I need to understand how this works or that works. Well, you know, those things are going to come, and that's fine. And I do believe, you know, those things become important. But, you know, that's going to come as you are taking care of clients and working with them. So, you know, I know we're focusing more on the recruiting, and I think the point here is so many times when you're even in front of someone and you're helping meet their need, and they see that and appreciate that, you know, we got into a natural flow there for a period of time of just, you know, saying, hey, do you know anyone else who might like to do what I just did. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Well, just go out and meet with people who have a need and find out what they need and give them what they need. And that became actually an excellent recruiting source because, number one, that person already knows and understands what the need is for that product. They already know and understand how it works, and especially when they become a client. But how many people out there, again, look at it on a part-time basis? If you could make an extra $600 to $1,000 a month, would that change your life? Would that change your circumstances? Would that improve your life? If it's not for them, that's okay. Maybe they don't need it, but maybe there's someone they know that is looking and need to do that, and it's a matter of just asking the question. Do you know anyone who could use an extra $600 to $1,000 a month part-time, just helping families meet their financial goals, make sure that their families can stay stabilized in a financial position and continue to move forward. And when things go bad, they lose someone very special and important to them, that it doesn't have to get worse, and they start losing, the things around them too, their homes, their cars, their whole environment.
You're right, babe. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, I had to switch up there for a second. You're absolutely right. And Ralph talks a lot about, there's a couple of times that he's done this. I've even done it. That he talked to different different folks. He talks about the time that he recruited a gentleman driving down the road. Folks, there's so many people that are prime candidates for being a recruit into your business. They drive right down the road next to you every day. They've got signs on the sides of their car promoting their business with a phone number. Everything from lawn care to to juices and potions and lotions and energy and everything else. And every last one of those folks is a candidate. When you look on social media, Facebook, there's a ton of people that that you went to school with, that when you go look at their profiles and they show what they do for a living, you're going to see that they're the premier distributor for It Works, or they're going to be with this company, they're going to be with that company, some of them are going to be with other insurance companies. Every last one of those folks is an opportunity for you to talk to grow your business, and it's just a matter of really almost numbers. The more people you open up to and talk to and passionately share about what it is that you do and how you can help people's lives, both as a client and as a recruit, the more people you're going to recruit. It's no secret, to it. Again, you can talk to just about anybody, anytime, anywhere. They're free. They're waiting for you to just open your mouth and offer. And like Ralph talked about earlier today, we've got a potluck going on at the Dallas, before the Dallas meeting today. We're going to do a potluck, and then we're going to do training, and then we're going to do the opportunity meeting. Invite a guest, have them come and eat. One of the best ways to a person's heart is through their stomach. Invite them to the potluck if you're in Dallas.
And that's one of those things. I know I even at first thought, a potluck, why are we going to do that? Well, guys, remember, they might have another full-time job, and they would have to go straight from work over to this position. So, hey, that's a great way to still say, hey, come on by. We'll have some food. We'll, grab a quick snack. There's going to be some training. I want you to see firsthand what's going on in this opportunity and be able to be part of it there live.
Yep. Hey, Ralph Simpson, are you there? Ralph!
I don't know where he went.
Maybe he dropped off. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, hey, shoot him a text. Maybe his phone is on mute and he doesn't realize it. Now he probably does, or maybe he dropped off and doesn't realize he dropped off. But, folks, I'll tell you another opportunity that you each have out there is just by your actions, just by your lifestyle. You know, I can tell you that you know, a lot of people are watching you, especially if you've shared. You've got some friends, some family that you've talked to, and they're, you know, they're part of that Native American tribe, the wait and see tribe. You know, and they're sitting back just waiting to see what's going to go on in your life and how it's going to change. You know, when you really start making some consistent money, again, it comes with production. You will start to make some changes. I can tell you this: we, over the years, we recruited about 5 pastors. We recruited pretty much the entire business office of the church that we went to, and it was a mega church. Our pastor has long since retired, but it was a mega church. It's over 5,000 members, you know, on any given Sunday. And, you know, this was an unintentional way that we recruited, but, you know, Michelle and I have a very strong faith, and we tithed. And we tithed off of the top. So we didn't wait until our accountant said, okay, this is what you've made, and then we tithed. We tithed off of everything coming in. So right off of the top. And I can tell you that, you know, after that Jamaica trip, when we went and that Ralph was talking about earlier, and we drew in the sand and we started casting the vision, when the money started really rolling in, we faithfully tithed to our church. And we tithed over 6 figures that year. Okay, I mean, well in excess of 100 grand. So we took care of several salaries in that church. Well, when that happened, the business managers, the anyone that could see what was going on, and the pastors, because, you know, they talk about what's going on, they talk about the budget, all of a sudden more money is coming in than they can shake a stick at. Suddenly, you know, they started looking at us, and they started looking at a few of the other people in the church that we had recruited, or that, you know, came on board with us at the end of that year. Some of the other, it was about 2 or 3 couples, a couple of other individuals that were also tithing, and they realized, oh my gosh, all of a sudden every last one of them was talking to us and wanting to know what we were doing, and wanting to know if they could do it part-time, because they didn't want to leave the ministry. They didn't want to leave their jobs at the church, because that's very important to them. But each and every one of them ended up coming on board and producing or growing teams to one degree or another, and were with us for many years. So, you know, a lot of times you're going to recruit through your actions. You know, so there's another nugget for you, is let it show. You know, I'll tell you that you know, that car, that dream car that you may want, you can go lease it and write it off as a business write-off. You're going to need some write-offs when you start making some really nice money anyway. So, you know, don't be afraid to let a few things show, so that people can see what's going on. You know, honey catches flies, folks. You know, great bait catches great fish. So, you know, you've got to show that something has changed in your life, and that you're really enjoying what you're doing. You've got to put on that great face, even if you're having that bad day when you've been porched, or when, you know, the person that you thought you were going to be able to recruit tells you no. You know, folks, remember, here's a nugget for you, whether you're selling a policy or whether you're recruiting. No is not your enemy, no is your friend. And the more no's you can get from a particular person or a particular opportunity from a client or recruit, you are to your yes. The first few no's are programmed. The first word we all learn as babies is no. And everybody tells you no just out of instinct. You know, it's about the 5th time that they actually start to really pay attention. Sometimes it's the 3rd, but it's between 3 and 5 no's that people start to really listen and pay attention to what you're saying. That's when you've got their attention. But, you know, again, and I'm about to go through a bad area, so if I break up a little bit, forgive me. I'm on my phone doing the rest of this call with you guys. Yeah, there you are, Simpson. I hear you now.
I have no idea.
You know, one of the things that's important. Huh?
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Oh. No. It's from my technology thing that I'm dealing with. It's okay.
Technology is a great thing, man. You know, folks, you know, like I was saying, though, is that, you know, no is not your enemy. Sometimes we're afraid someone is going to reject us. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the timing. They're rejecting maybe the message you're giving. You know, maybe you need to ask them more questions. Find out in life. Find out where their pain is, you know. Find out if, you know, they'd like to be able to make sure that their kid can go and play select ball, but they don't have the money to get them on a team. Maybe it's they need a new car. Who knows? But you have to be able to speak to their needs, not your needs, if you're going to recruit them or if you're going to write them a policy. You there, Simpson?
Yes, I'm here, but I'm listening to you.
Oh, I was about to say, am I still there?
No.
You know, we're just giving out some nuggets still, man.
Yeah, and there are a lot of folks online. I mean, a tremendous amount of folks online listening to the nuggets that we're giving out, and you always give an amazing amount of nuggets, Robert. Michelle made it very clear that we are in the recruiting business, we're in the building business because it's about your business. How many employees, if you like, do you have in your business? You are the CEO of your own business. We recruited somebody just recently before I went on vacation. And I came back to see that he's already recruited almost a dozen people already, James. James doing a great job. I mean, he didn't waste no time. I plugged him in. He's been on every single call. He's excited. He's not sitting back not sitting back waiting. He believes in what he's seeing and is going out there and already got almost a dozen people that is recruited.
Yeah, he is on fire, man. He is on fire.
Obvious what's going to happen to his business. It is. And then I see the likes of Brock down in Houston that we recruited just recently, okay? This guy has been to more meetings than everybody that I know. He attends all the meetings with teams traveling to Houston. He's down there listening, sponging from Tim. If Philip is traveling to Dallas, he's going to drive all the way to Dallas and listening and sponging from Philip, okay? He's listening to the greatest of the great. And now I got a text from him that he's got an office. He's taking his business serious. He's opened an office in Houston. I'm not quite sure which side of Houston, but I think it's more central. Okay, and starting next week Thursday, there's going to be opportunity meetings. Now there's 2 meetings in Houston. Okay, now
wow.
He's got his own world. Okay, so next week Thursday, we'll be down there. I'm sure you will also, Robert, and anybody else that wants to come. Okay,
absolutely.
We'll be down there to help them open their new office and help build the organization down there. That's someone that's committed. Why? Because he's plugging in. And he sees a vision. He sees where Invita's going. Stop sitting back, folks, on your butt and dreaming about this. Get up and do it. Come on now, get up and do it. One application a week will change your entire life. I promise you. One recruit a week will change your zip code. I promise you. I mean, this business, there's nothing like it. And what an exciting time to be in the insurance business. What an exciting time. School teachers are off. Perfect time to sit down and talk to the school teachers, okay? People in the universities, everybody that's in that profession, they're free. They're looking for an opportunity. I'm bored for the next 8 weeks. What can I do? Get them licensed. Get them working part-time. Some of the best agents I've seen have come from the teaching industry.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there waiting for you to give them an opportunity. Don't be fooled by the beautiful homes they live in. Don't be fooled by the fancy car they drive. They're looking for an opportunity, not necessarily because they're either broke, they're just bored probably. And so maybe they may appear to be affluent, okay, but they are broke. People are waiting for the opportunity, and it's our job to go out there and knock on their doors and say, hey, I've got something you've been waiting for all your life. You bring them to a meeting, plug them into one of these calls, get them excited, get them licensed, get them making money, and ching-a-ling-ding, cash in your bank, and you go and do what you got to do and change your lifestyle.
That's big right there, making sure, just announce there's another avenue, another opportunity to reach people in Houston now. And obviously, if you get someone invited, you need to be there and be part of it too. It's about synergy, being at the event. We're going to go back to nugget number 1. Be at the event, be present, be part of it, plan. Make sure you're talking to people, making sure you can at least get them to see the possibility, even on a part-time basis, and then let them decide when they want to go to a full-time basis, because so many times after they get going and get a little bit of it and they realize, oh my goodness, I worked 40 hours over here and I made half of what I made over here with 15 hours worth of work, guys. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when they need to make that change. Let them make that change, but you have to introduce them to the opportunity. That's so key.
There's something I want to just, and this is probably a more of a nuts and bolts thing. We got those nuts and bolts guys out there. Folks, one of the things that you need to make sure that you truly understand is that the system supports you. And we've got the physical system. We also have the system that we're giving you right now, you know, in terms of training, in terms of the nuggets as we speak, in terms of the meetings, in terms of the culture and the environment. You know, yes, this is the training call. Yes, this is a company call. But you know what? You could have a recruit on this call with you right now. But, you know, remember how to use the system so the system is your friend, because this can get very overwhelming. You know, each and every one of you at some point in time, you were given your mentors, your manager, your agency leader, your agency trainer, you know, you were given their website. You logged in, you know, you got access to the back office and you checked it out. From there, if you didn't have a license, you clicked on the link and you got your license. From there, you clicked on the carrier link and you applied and you got yourself contracted, you know. And then from there, you know, you might have had to get E&O or what have you. Folks, you have to remember the steps that it took for you so that you can explain to people what to expect, because everybody wants to know what comes next. So give them a reasonable expectation. You're probably going to have to tell them 2 or 3 times. You know, you tell them when you first get them moving, and then you tell them again. But, you know, that system is fantastic because it shows you the second somebody actually logs in through your link, and it tells you who they are. It gives you their contact information. Use that to follow up with them. You know, give them 24 hours and call them and say, hey, I see that you logged in and had a chance to take a look around. You know, hopefully you liked what you saw. What questions do you have? And then zip it and let them answer your question. You know, they may say, hey, you know what, I logged in, but I didn't get a chance to really look around. Okay, great. Listen, I'm going to call you tomorrow, same time. You know, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, because you will not regret it, man. I mean, it blew my socks off. You know, you have to speak to them with enthusiasm. Let them get in there and just keep following up with them until they do it. You know, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes they're going to take off and run with it themselves. You know, but you're not going to be able to gauge their level of desire until they show it to you. You can't decide it for them. They have to decide for themselves. All you can do is lead them to it and make sure that they go through it. Ralph, let me ask you something. You've recruited many people over your span in the business. Some of them were people you saw on the sides of the road. Some of them were, you know, people that you knew that you had done things with in the past. Some of them you got by placing crazy free ads on Craigslist. But you've also recruited some very upstanding people that were business owners that by all intents and purposes looked as though they already had it all. So it's kind of like recruiting up. How would you tell somebody who might be intimidated to recruit the guy that owns their favorite restaurant, or the real estate broker, or anybody else that they see that they believe is, you know, living in the big houses and already seemingly living the dream, but maybe not?
You know, and that's a good question, Robert. You know, and first of all, you got to look at those folks as if they are on the same level as yourself, and don't feel too intimidated by them. And the oldest line in the book, and I think Michelle just said it a moment ago, is that, listen, Robert, you know, listen, I've been watching you for a while from a distance, okay, and I admire your lifestyle, I admire, you know, just everything about you. And I've just started, quite frankly, in the insurance business, and, you know, there's nobody else other than you that I'd like to ask a few questions, okay? Do you mind spending 5 minutes of your time? Do you mind if I pick your brain for about 5 or 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
Right. There you go. So right away, I've got the commitment there, okay? I'll make an appointment. I'll go by the home, sit down at coffee. Of course, I'm going to talk to them about the insurance. Show them how excited I am. How excited I am about being in the insurance business. Show them how, for one application, I'm going to make myself $1,200 or $500. I don't care how much money you're making, folks. I don't care what sort of life they are living. Everybody will get turned on by the compensation that we have in this business. Everybody. Okay? It's going to open their eyes. It did to me. It did to you. It did to Philip. It did to everybody that made a tremendous amount of money. Okay? So folks that appear to be very successful, believe me, they want the extra cash. If you can tell them, hey, you know, I can share to put an extra $1,000 a month into your bank account, or play money, you know, have the extra have one extra party per year, or take the extra vacation, or by speaking to somebody like I'm speaking to you. But you can't do it timidly. You got to do it with excitement, with enthusiasm. There's people on this call like Russell Hughes over there in California. Okay, and Russell's been amongst the best of the best. He's flown all over the world. You got to know his story. If you get a chance to go to California and sit in front of Russell, see how Russell recruits. And I've seen, you think I'm good, Robert? Talk to Russell. I remember when Russell first came on board, and Russell goes, "Hey, Ralph, I'm going to place an ad. I'm going to get some people in, and can you come to California and help me recruit?" So sure. So I flew out there, and I think you did too, Robert. I'm expecting 5 or 6 of his buddies. There was almost 100 people. There was almost 100 people there in the meeting.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was fearless. He spoke to everybody with enthusiasm, excitement, and they can see that, and they want to be part of what he's part of. That's the secret, folks. Mm-hmm. Don't be that secret agent Robert talks about. Be proud of what you got. And whether you're driving a 1974 Passat or 2017 Rolls, it doesn't matter if you got the same enthusiasm. They're going to respect you either way. And folks are drawn to positiveness, and I use that to my ability to bring people in. I do it. I love it. I love talking this business to folks. I love it. I love it.
Right.
And I defy them. I dare them, Michelle, to turn me down. Go ahead.
I got one more that you've got to add in there, because you used to do this on regular occasion, and I think it's very powerful, and it's something each one of you got to think about right now. What does your business card say on it?
Right. Good.
How are you representing who you are? Are you saying you're an insurance agent? Are you saying you're a CEO of your business? Are you saying, you're a financial advisor? What is your title, and what is that card representing? I remember so powerful. We'd gotten to the point we had two different business cards there for a while, but then we got to going, who needs one just saying I'm an insurance agent? If I'm already there, they know that part. I need the one letting them know, hey, real simple, part-time position, extra $600 to $1,000 a month. Put your name, your number, call me. Put your site that he talked about, that they go see your face on it, and find out about the business. If you're not even to the point you advertise or put something together to say who you are and get their information. I'm not saying you just go hand them out and think it's going to do it. You got to know what you're doing with it, but do you even have that first? I remember we used to do business card checks to see if people had them with. You can't be serious. You can't be serious about recruiting or talking to people or representing yourself as a business owner and a leader and somebody who's really going to make things happen if you're not able to get that information out there quickly and intrigue them enough that they want to ask questions or set that appointment with you for 5 minutes to have coffee and find out what you got.
It's funny you say that. Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. There's an agent that we recruited recently, just getting his license. And we talked at one of the meetings about getting one of these $9 signs that you stick on your car, the magnetic signs. And he followed this to the T. Did it? You know what? I'm teachable and coachable. And sure enough, he drives around with his magnetic business card on his car.
Yep.
And then prior to me going on vacation, he goes, man, I'm getting a lot of calls. About the insurance business. They're interested in either recruiting, coming aboard, or buying insurance. And he said it with such surprise, But one thing I can tell you that he didn't think for one moment when he was sharing it with me that he was getting a call, or maybe he was getting calls from the business cards, the mobile business cards that's been promoted to thousands of cars on a daily basis. And so, if he gets one sale a month, is it worth it? Absolutely. If he gets one recruit a month, is it worth it? Or is your car too pretty to put a magnetic advertising deal on the side? Of course not. When you're broke, nothing's too pretty. Point taken, Michelle.
Wow.
Absolutely.
It's been a great call. Do you realize it's already 1 o'clock?
I know. It's time to go. Got to rock and roll. Make it happen.
Oh, my God. It sure is. Alrighty. Well, I'll be there, and Robert will be there, and I think Michelle maybe. I know you had something else planned, but anyway, the Wallace will be there this evening in Dallas, and it's from 5 o'clock until till the last person leaves. Let's meet us there. Let's have some fun. Let's eat some food. Let's do some training. Let's do some recruiting. Let's just build your business. Let's do it. Don't be shy. There's no soap opera worth it to watch. There's no 5 o'clock news worth it to watch. Okay, let's just bond and just create some good times together and great memories and make a lot of money, have a lot of fun, and eat good.
Absolutely.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, folks. Well, we'll see you tonight in Dallas. We'll see you next week in Houston. Folks, pick up the phone, call your leader, practice your elevator pitch, change your business cards if they're not exciting. Excitement in you, it's not going to stir excitement in a client or a prospect. Folks, come up, be fun. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Take yourselves, entertainingly, if you will. Build your business and have fun, because that's what people want to do. Life is already too serious. Make your business fun, and people will join you. Trust us. All right, this is Robert Wallace, Michelle Wallace, and Mr. Ralph Chap with the Gap Simpson, folks, thanking you for joining us today. We look forward to talking to you very soon. Everybody have a fantastic day.
Okay, bye. Enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.